It's me, Sam. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you, wherever you may be. This is By Hook or By Needles, and I have done it. I have actually finished a pair of socks before the end of January. Yay, me! I never thought I'd actually get there, but I did. So these are not the socks that I originally started out to do, as you will notice. They have a rolled heel, a rolled cuff. They have a slip stitch heel, which is basically knit one, slip one. And then you get this sort of almost double thickness, and that helps with durability, with with it wearing it, because you're pushing in to your shoe on the heel, that actually stops that from wearing down too thin too quickly. Because I work these cuff down, I had to do a Kitchener toe, which I absolutely hate. In fact, what I probably will do is I'll pause and I will just go down to the table to show you the socks a little bit better. Back in a second.
Hi, my name is Strawny. Did you leave a comment so we can have a little chat? That would be very nice. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Okay, here we are, back again. Here's my socks. No, they do not match, but that's the beauty of this sort of yarn. Oops, sorry, cat, you want to come up? I'll move my foot. Come on then. They look different sizes, but I guarantee you they are the same size. Because they're cuffed down, I had to do what they call a Kitchener stitch, which I absolutely hated, I gotta tell you. But you will note that it does work out really well. You can see that there's a very invisible join. It looks like you've just knitted over the top of the toe, when in actual fact you've actually sewn with thread to and fro through the stitches to get that. I had a little less success on the second toe, and yeah, I'm going to show you my mistakes, because mistakes happen. And you can see, which way was it? This way, I think. Yeah, it's a better way to look at it. It's a darker color, but you can see I start off okay. Yeah, it sort of goes over and over and over, and then I get to here and something sort of went amiss. And then I got back on track. There was a hole there, so when I threaded away my end, when I finished, I just pulled those a couple of stitches there together to get rid of the hole. It happens. Mistakes happen, and that's how you can fix them. And honestly, it doesn't feel any different. It's not got a bump there or anything like that. It's just as smooth on the inside as this one is. And honestly, being in the darker yarn, you can't really see it. And you certainly can't see it on the top of the toe, but you can only see it sort of underneath. So it's really not going to be that obvious. Hello, Maggie. Oh, thank you for visiting. One of my videos isn't a video without you visiting. Now, these socks are cuffed down, as I say, because I had to finish at the toe. This cuff is called a rolled cuff, which is just simply a stockinette stitch. And as we know, stockinette stitch naturally rolls, and therefore that's why it's called a rolled cuff. I chose these because I was getting to the stage where I just needed a simple pair to try and finish before the end of January. Oh, Maggie, can you please? Yeah. Because my goal is to finish a pair of socks a month. And the ones I was doing of Stephen West's just wasn't working for me. I know Jules from Jules Crafts. I'll try and remember to put her link in the description. She had a lot more success, I think. She had trouble. She did struggle, but I think she had a lot more success with the socks. At least she finished them. Oh, excuse me just a moment. Sorry about that. I thought I had a visitor, but I didn't. Okay, so what else can I tell you about these socks? Oh, the heel. Now, there is a gusset with these so that the wide part of the foot can, so that A, the foot can slide in and fit in, and B, you know, if you've got a high arch, the sock's going to fit without pulling too much in this section. The heel is called a heel flap. It is, this heel in particular is done, you might be able to see it better, you can see it better on this side, on this one. You can sort of see, I'm hoping, yeah, you can sort of see how this has got like a ridge, it's raised, and this is sort of not raised. Now what's happening here is this stitch is slipped. No, hang on, sorry, this stitch is knit, and then these stitches are slipped. And you can see behind all these where I've carried the yarn. So I've knit a stitch here, carried the yarn, knit a stitch, carried a yarn. And then on the purl side, you purl every stitch. You can see that. You can see how every stitch is purled on the way back. So one way you're purling all of them, the other way when you're knitting one and slipping one, knitting one, slipping one, and you're carrying the yarn from around the back. What this does, apart from giving it quite a pretty looking effect, is it actually increases the thickness of the material at the heel. And this is a section where, of course, when you're putting on a pair of shoes, you push down your heel, and it's just to add a little bit more durability so that it doesn't wear as thin as quickly as it otherwise might. Okay, what else can I say? What was it called? I suppose I should tell you what the pattern was called. What was it called? Rose City Rollers. So, yeah. Now, the pattern actually came with two types of toes. You could do a rounded toe like I have done here, or it had a slightly pointier toe where the decreases are more dramatic on each side, and then you're left with fewer stitches at the top, because, you know, it just sort of becomes more of a pointier foot. I've never done a rounded toe, and that's why I decided to do a rounded toe this time, just because I've never done one. So, those are the socks. Did I show you? Can't remember. I'll pop one of these socks on the foot so you can see. Here we go. Right. And you can see what I mean about the gusset. If you have with the cuff has to be wide enough, obviously, for the ankle, but it also has to be able to stretch enough to go over the heel and up. And that doesn't always happen unless you have a gusset here. This is a gusset. Extends the width by quite a bit on each side, and that just enables the sock easier to get on and off. I only do socks now, well, I say only. I only try and do socks with gussets because I've got a big wide foot, and so do my kids, and most of the people I knit for have high arches or high foot. But that being said, if one of the patterns that Stephen West gives me this year doesn't have a gusset, I'll just have to go with it and try and do one without a gusset. I do have one or two people in the family who might be able to get away with a smaller sock because they have daintier feet than I do. So, yes, like I say, they are different, and I can't find my other foot. I actually have 2 feet, and which is a shame because I could then, show you both of them at the same time, but not to worry. All in all, just ignore all the cat hair and my hair. This yarn was this was from I think my very first yarn club box. So this is 10% silk, 35% superwash, 30% bamboo, and 25% polyamide. It really was. Now it says to use a 3mm needle. I use a 2.25 for these because that was what the pattern asked to do. These are machine washable, which is great to know. Doesn't say anything about drying, so I assume that they cannot be dried. I would, just assume that because of the silk content more than anything else. But they are nice and soft. It was great yarn to work with, and apart from the Kitchener heel, I really had no problems at all, and I enjoyed making them. Apart from the fact that I was always in a bit of a rush trying to meet a deadline. But now I can get on to designing and thinking about next month, which reminds me, so next month we are on the 30th of January here in Melbourne, Australia today. It is 11:25 a.m. So today and tomorrow, my time, till the midnight on the 31st of January, my time. So you might need to tally that up to wherever you are. Obviously, if someone's a few minutes or a few hours late, I'm gonna, not worry too much. But that is when the cutoff time for putting your name down to want to win this little guy, Erik the Viking. Now, he is January's Festival of the Month Amigurumi, designed by Claire Cooper. All the patterns are on the Simply Crochet calendar for the year, and there's a new one every month. And every month, my goal is to create, to knit it, to crochet it, and to give it away at the end of the month. So, if you want to win this guy, you just need to put in the comments, I want to win Erik, and I will put you down on the list. And on the 1st of February, my time, when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to put everybody's names that so that they wanted to win him onto a little wheelie thing, spin the wheel. I will film it, and you can see who wins Erik. It might be you if you comment below. You need to be subscribed to the channel, you need to like the video, and as I say, comment that you would like to win him. Next month there will be a new one, which is for the, I think it's a Brazil, like Mardi Gras, or it's a Rio Carnival or something like that. Now, what else did I do for this year? This month. Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. This has already been one. The Battle of Stitches. My item won overall in votes, which I'm very, very proud of, very pleased. And then what happened was everybody who voted, who wanted an opportunity to win whatever the winning object was. In this case, the winning object happened to be this poncho that I had made. I'll put links down to the poncho as well in the description box in case you want to go and have a better look at that and a better look at Battle of the Stitches. There was a video on Critters Crochet's channel which I did that was live, where are we, yesterday or the day before. I've lost track of time. I think it was about 24 hours ago it was on, give or take. Yeah, that's when the random wheel was spun and a winner was chosen. So I was going to post this, but the person who won this has also put her name down for winning this. So I said to her, do you mind if I kind of hold on to this and just in case you win him? And then it just saves me lots of postage. So that was the Battle of the Stitches item that I made using what they call wide half double crochet. Basically, it's just half double crochets, and instead of working into the top of the stitch, where's my thing, my little pointer? So instead of working into the, each stitch into the top of the stitch like you normally would, like, you know, you'd normally just sort of work into there, right? So instead of working into there, where you normally would, you work in between the stitches, and that becomes the, oh dear, how'd that happen? I'll have to fix that in a second. Yeah, and that became the wide half double crochet. There is another challenge next month. It is the crossed, I think the crossed half double crochet. I love half double crochet, so I'm gonna have fun with that one. I've got to create something of my own and make that. So we'll see what I come up with. So that was, so I finished him, I finished my socks, I finished my Battle of the Stitches project, and then I did, let's come up a bit more, just to get this one in, and then I did my Hooker versus Hooker project, which was to use pink, green, and blue to make a top, which I did. And yeah, you can't really see it very well. There are a couple of videos, I think, where I've got it on, so you can actually see what it does look like on. I'll try and, where would I do that? I don't know. Yeah, I'll try and remember to put a link in the description for that as well. So you can have a look at that. So that was Battle of the Stitches. So that's basically the 4 sort of major projects only that I got done for the month of January. I'm hoping to be a little bit more productive in February, although it is a slightly shorter month. I will be doing Hooker versus Hooker again, Battle of the Stitches again, the Amigurumi again, and another pair of socks. So stay tuned and see what I create and what happens. So that is pretty much everything I wanted to, oh no, I wanted to also apologize. I haven't put up many videos the last few days, mainly a few reasons. One, I did do a live, like I say, 24 hours ago, so I counted that as one of my sort of videos, but I was frantically trying to get these done before the end of the month so I could meet my goal. But I also had some other health issues I'm not going to go into because I just find that a bit boring, and you don't come on here to listen to me moan. You come on here to hopefully see what I create and hopefully enjoy what I create and want to know more about what I create. So anyway, so that's that. I just wanted to mention that that's why I haven't been, you know, not that I'm necessarily trying to post every day, but it's just working out that I usually do have something to show every day. And I thought, well, you know, the last few days has been a bit hit and miss, and that's why. Anyway, till next time, people, please learn from the past, think about your futures, but always, always live for today. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.